Photographer adds late groom to emotional photos after he's killed right before wedding. Mackenzie Coulter was just weeks away from marrying the love of her life when her entire world changed. Her fiancé, Brodie Logan, was suddenly killed June 21st in a car accident on his way home. He was only 26 years old. All at once, the plans they had for a future came to a screeching halt as Mackenzie struggled to come to terms with the loss. But at the same time, she felt an internal pull to honour the day that would have been their wedding. So last month, she called up her friend and photographer Kristen Todd and shared an idea. It had sprung to mind during one of the services for Brodie. I kept feeling as if I needed to do something, or that he was telling me to do something to honour what would have been our special day, and that I still wanted him to see me in my dress, Mackenzie tells Cafe Mom. So on August 15th, he finally did. Donning a white gown and holding a bouquet of flowers, Mackenzie took her wedding day photos. The images just looked a bit different than the ones she'd originally planned. For the photo shoot location, Mackenzie chose a family farm in Illinois for its beautiful sunflower field. Because sunflowers were going to be included on their wedding day, it seemed like the perfect spot, Todd says. In some, she excitedly primps for the day as her mom and Brodie's mom help fasten a necklace and close her bodice. In others, she fights back tears as her dad sees her in her gown for the very first time. There are even some humorous images too, such as the one featuring Brodie's favourite beer, Busch Light. The most emotional images are the ones that include Brodie. Yes, Brodie. With a little help from Todd and Photoshop, Brodie was able to be present in many of the wedding day photos after all, by recreating a few of the couple's engagement photos. In the end, it worked perfectly, and seeing Brodie's image standing next to Mackenzie in her wedding gown was like having a small piece of him back. Needless to say, the day was emotional for everyone. There were lots of tears, Mackenzie tells Cafe Mom. Tears of sadness, but also tears of happiness because he finally got to see his girl, as we were saying the whole time. Even now, Mackenzie says the whole experience felt surreal. The day went by fast and I was mostly numb the whole day, like it hadn't hit me yet what I was going to do later on that day, she tells us. In the end, however, she says it couldn't have gone better and credits Brodie with giving them the perfect day. Todd later shared the story on her Facebook page. When Ken's reached out to me about these photos, I was floored, wrote Todd in an August 16th Facebook post. Floored by her strength to want to do these. And when the time came around for the photos, I was just completely speechless at her strength and grace to get through this photo shoot. I still am. It was a perfect night of Ken's showing off her dress and remembering Brodie surrounded by their immediate families. Speaking with Cafe Mom, Todd says she won't soon forget the events of that day. It was very quiet and emotional as everyone was really taking the moments in, and as nerve-wracking as it was with all eyes on myself and Mackenzie the whole time, it was so nice knowing her and Brodie's families were there for support, she says. We then ended the evening lighting off lanterns for Brodie, and afterward one of their family members said a prayer to end the evening. It was a very, very emotional moment, but also one that you will truly cherish and remember for the rest of your life. For now, Mackenzie is working on healing her heart. That's easier said than done, though, when you've been with someone for so much of your life. Mackenzie says the couple met back in high school and dated for more than 9 years before Brodie died. In fact, they'd been together for so long that their friends had jokingly taken to calling them Mom and Dad. When Brodie finally popped the question, he made sure he did it in the most special way he knew how, on a trip to the National Forest in front of friends and family. He was so nervous, and I cried when he asked. I was so happy, Mackenzie recalls. Losing her first and only love is still something she's struggling to absorb. He was someone who would do anything he could to help someone out, and if he couldn't, he'd find someone who could, she shares. He'd give you the shirt off his back. His smile and laugh was something everyone would notice about him right off the bat. He always had a smirk on his face as if he was up to something, and a laugh that would make anyone's day. He was the sweetest, most loving and understanding person I'd ever met. She continues, if you liked Brodie, that was great. He'd be a great friend to you. But if you didn't like Brodie, then he was okay with that too, but he wasn't going to get upset about it. Their relationship was clearly special to everyone around them as well. We just worked so well together, Mackenzie says. After Brodie's passing, many friends and family told me that because of our relationship, they knew what true love was. Now that the photos have gone viral, she says the outpouring of love and support she's received from strangers all over the world has been nothing short of amazing. I just want to thank all the people who've reached out to me in any way, she shares. I never thought my photos would have touched so many people or talked to so many people who are going through the same situation as I am. It really makes you look at life and cherish it, all while holding your loved ones a little tighter. Share this wonderful story with your friends and family.